So today we're going to do another year in review evaluation of the forward test of our Golden Missile Expert Advisor. So Missile was very near and dear to my heart because it's one of the first EAs that I started selling. And I actually ran it for over a year before this track record was here because I was using it more in my personal accounts. And this was one of the first EAs I developed during my gold scalping phase, where I was just developing tons and tons of bots related to gold scalping in particular. So it's been very robust to date. So we've had several years of very solid performance. And I just wanted to go through like why these big winning streaks happen, why the more choppier phases happen, and just my overall thoughts and on how the performance has been to date. And it's just cool to always do these reflections after you develop a bot and you let it run, because then you're able to see like what you did right, what you did wrong, and effectively always be learning from this in order to get continuously better and better. So Missile, as the name would suggest, is very much an impulse-based bot, and it's truly a scalper. So what it does is it just looks for a big candle on gold. It then places a pending order with the wick, and then trades the continuation once the second candle, post big candle, like here for instance, would pierce through the pending order created by the prior candle. And it trades with an inverted risk reward and with a super high win rate. So here you can see that we have roughly, I'd say, an 85% win rate. So 87% of longs are won, 81% of shorts are won. And we can also see that it has an inverted risk reward, where the average winner being around $52 and the average loser being around 250. So it's a true scalper where the stop loss is quite a bit bigger than the take profit. And that's why we're seeing these kinds of equity curves with these long runs of winners followed by these kind of quick shots down. That's usually characteristic of a scalper. Whereas like if we were to look at, let's say, Longbow Fund Manager, which is a high risk reward bot, you would have these kind of little losers and these huge wins, and little losers and huge wins. It's just what you should typically see in a bot if you're contrasting high risk reward to low risk reward, and win rate is usually inversely correlated. So the cool thing about Missile is if we look at the back test too, we can see that it's been, generally speaking, matching over the same period, and it does indeed have this very scalpy style equity curve. And also, like, it's very obvious why it does well during certain periods and does a bit more kind of sideways during other periods. Really, when gold is trending, either upwards or downwards, it tends to do really well. Whereas when we enter more of a choppier period, it tends to move a bit more sideways. And it's been a very consistent, good strategy, which is based on a strong type of behavior in gold, which is these large impulses, and has proven very effective to date. As you can see, like once again, we have these big months where it wins. We have some more like average months. We have some smaller losing months, but overall, very consistent and a very good bot. So essentially to date, I can show you guys in here where Missile would have triggered, and we can contrast that to a back test. So let me move that down now to an M5. And you can see here, for instance, on the 8th, so the Friday, we would have had two little wins here, and this would have been midday. And if we kind of zoom back here, we can see that this would have, I believe, corresponded to that. That was here at like 60 and something before 17. And yeah, so it would have been likely at one of these candles here and trading that. So bidirectional scalper, both long, both short. And in terms of the actual statistical significance, here we have almost 500 trades over the course of a year. So we know that this is very, very statistically significant. It gives us a lot of a sample size to be pretty confident with, and it shows that this is a good addition to a portfolio. Where I would use it, probably on a prop firm, just because of the fact that it is more of a scalper. You need a bit more leverage. Therefore, you likely want to use it more in a personal account in conjunction with some high risk reward bots to kind of smooth out the equity curve. We have found with some of our users who use the prop firm bundle as well as some of the scalpers is oftentimes in the prop bundle might be not doing as well because it needs more of a bullish time in various equity and commodity markets. Sometimes the scalpers do very well because they can also trade when you're in more of a bearish period or during more of like a downward price action momentum. And then it helps to kind of complement the total portfolio and further smooth out the equity curve. So overall, very interesting bot. Cool to see that it's remained robust this entire time. And it goes to show that if you're taking like a tried and tested premise, even if it's purely technical, it can be very robust going forward. And if you overly optimize, that's usually when things don't do too well. So been cool to see. I will keep running this, and I'm quite confident that once we enter more of a trending period for gold again, we're going to make higher highs and higher highs and higher highs, and the strategy usually shines really well during those periods. Right now, along with Golden Rocket, we're actually offering Golden Missile for free to people if they sign up via our partner company, Prosperity IB. So if you're looking to potentially open up some new brokerage accounts and you want to get access to this bot for free, click the link in the description to get a bit more information about that. But it could be a really good opportunity to get access to some great EAs with a super long track record fully for free. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.